31-0 over Robertsville was the closest.
Right. We
school.
it's and we could probably score a lot more, but a lot of young kids played a lot, and of course Robertsdale, Coach Bean were close, good friends, and close, trying to embarrass anybody.
Close friends until the lights come on Friday night, right? Well, it was a special season, and again a great era for Foley football, and Coach Smith and Coach Jones taking time out with Coach Smith. As we said to Coach Jones, we want to thank you for all of your great contributions to Foley High School, to Foley football. It's hard to when you think about Foley football and Foley High School to not think about Lester Smith, because as a player and a coach and an administrator, you've been associated with Foley High School and Foley football for most of your life, really. And I know that it's something that's meant a lot to you, and you've certainly meant a lot to us. And it goes back obviously to your playing days and far beyond that to your own coaching career and to your career as an administrator here at Foley High School. But again, as we wrap it up here, your thoughts on the season and the guys you played.
Well, it was a great season, and I wanted to mention just one thing. We tried to point out some of the offensive linemen earlier, but I think that year they gave up one sack. I think I was sacked one time the entire season. That was the last game of the season. They did it on purpose, but we'd gone through the entire season without giving up a sack, and we were up on Capital. Coach Jones had a lot of the other players in the game, and we'd had a really good game, and we were up 53-0, and we'd heard over the PA that Enterprise had gotten beat. We wanted to go in one last time. We felt like we were going to be named #1 that next week, and because we were up on Catholic, and so the offensive lineman, I'm not sure which one it was. Could have been Kenny Helton, it could have been Jay Crosby, I'm not sure. But said, let's let them in on Lester one time, which they did. And so I got sacked right at the end of the ball game. But it was a great offensive line, and they really blocked well all year. The defense was just truly outstanding. And of course, we had a great coach, and Coach Jones and Jim Kelly, and who was an outstanding coach, and went on to as a great coach over Crestview, and he was also a great basketball coach, along with Raymond Christensen, who was an excellent football and baseball coach, and Denzel Hollis worked with us as well. He went on to great fame at McGill Tulane and coached at Foley in basketball a long time. So we were kind of there at the right time, the right place, where it just kind of all came together. But during that period, from 61 to 65, Foley was 47-3, and during our time, we were 19-1 the last 2 years. That next year, the 62 team also went undefeated and won a state championship, and then had 2 more 9-1 seasons. So, and the 2 of the 3 losses were to Viger, who was a very tough team in those days. So, it was a great season and a great period of time to be at Foley, and I enjoyed my time as a player and enjoyed my time as a coach, and really appreciate what Coach Jones did for us and what he continues to do for the community and for the football program, and has for a long time.
I want to ask you, Coach Smith, how your experience as a player and playing under Coach Jones helped to shape and mold you and prepare you for your outstanding coaching career.
Well, I think it helped an awful lot. I think Coach Jones and probably Mr. Marlowe, who was my 8th grade English teacher, I think those two had a profound influence on me. A lot of the others did as well, but Mrs. Marlowe in English, and teaching the conjugate verbs and all those things, making sense of things, and Coach Jones, the work ethic and the pride that he instilled in us, I think that carried over when I went to junior college and also in Mississippi and southeastern Louisiana. He instilled a work ethic in us, and a pride, and doing things the right way, and having integrity, and those kind of things. And I think that held me in good stead for the rest of my life, and all the things that I did as a teacher, coach, and administrator. A lot of that was become by Coach Jones and the lessons I learned on the football field many years ago.
Well, again, I know that I can speak for Foley fans far and wide in thanking both of you for your tremendous contributions throughout your lives to Foley High School and to Foley High School football. We especially thank you for being a part of this experience today and for sharing your memories with all of us who are enjoying this program and this video on this first and special edition of Foley Football Classics. Thank you both once again.
Could I add one more thing?
Please do, Coach.
Coach Smith, named other coaches. I would like to also name one other coach that helped us. He was a volunteer coach that year. Was Danny Mastrine, who was one of the captains, I think, on the 56th ball club. He helped me coach several years. He went on to play at Pearl River Junior College and later at Southwestern Louisiana. And I think he captained both of their ball clubs. And he was a volunteer coach for us that fall, and I want to be sure he was mentioned as with the other coaches, which Coach Smith, I was going to call them, but he's already named those, Coach Kelly, Raymond Christensen, and Denzel Hines. They were a lot of help, and they're instrumental in us being the team we were.
To win a state championship and have great runs as both of you did in your coaching careers, you have to have a lot of people pulling in the same direction, don't you?
Right. I have to be on the same page, and you'll have the same goals and ambitions. That's about it.
It's been a special time in this first edition of Foley Football Classics, and thank you all for being with us on this first program.